Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Try, and we are back with more Lobotomy Corporation, Day 33. I just now realized last video I had the completely wrong background overlay thingy on. I had it on Covain, which was funny. And there we go, I think we're ready to begin the day then. Actually, I am not quite ready, I still have some things I need to do. Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yes, just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles now, but just wait. Now fade away without a trace. Feel the water and air during the different seasons, inside a different dream in a different body, forgetting and remembering everything. You're already becoming something. I don't know what it is, but I've already left for somewhere long ago. Please don't look for me. I will no longer be able to teach you. But Mr. A, please, I want to be part of the Cogito experiment. I can prove it. The particles scattered across the floor, sparkling in the light. Kill me, please, kill me, A. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Just as you commanded, I've written up the job application form for our corporation. The reception is good. Everyone thinks it's a new employment method that does not concentrate on just one's abilities. The number of applicants is projected to meet the initial calculation. The experiments are almost complete. We will soon hire people according to the order of priority you've stated. I've also arranged a meeting with Time Track. Are you thinking about those who have left you? Alrighty, we got a lot of waiting to do today. Good morning, X. Based on your reaction, it seems that the synchronization is complete. I can now tell what moment you're reminiscing about just by looking at your expression. I also happen to know that the process always ends with the same expression and tears. You're a prisoner. You've locked yourself inside this prison without bars. However, the key has always been in your hands. My role was to correct you whenever you made a wrong decision. Now I'm quite tired of it. I don't understand why you chose to repeat this cycle, nor do I know what kind of results you hope to achieve while slowly killing yourself. Frankly, I don't really wish to know. But in this moment, while you hold the fragments of when you were once I would be ever so glad if you stopped the cycle now. I should change my greeting as well. It was getting tedious. Hello, Anue. I give you a warm welcome back to your Lobotomy Corporation. You know, we're actually making really good time right now. I don't really like any of these options. It's nice to see you again, eh? I hope you enjoyed your trip. Did you know that a lot has been happening while you've been gone? Honestly, it wasn't so hard to keep the company running while you were absent. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them without hesitation. How many times have you repeated the script before? It's natural for you to be curious, but numbers are of little importance to us. Let's just say the number is far too vast to ruminate on. The head and the eye still watch us through their arbiters and gazers. The wings are still flapping toward their sun, not realizing their feathers are of wax. Our other company branches still provide a steady supply of energy without any major incidents so far. In the back streets, the likes of fixers and sweepers live out their lives tangled in vomit and waste, unraveling their sickening tales. Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city. Meanwhile, those within the city are throwing their lives away just to be part of the wings. Yes, the world hasn't changed at all since you left, peaceful as ever. Once in a while, when I take a moment to look outside, the world still remains so sinister and changed. It's as if the flow of time here were futile for naught, even impatience wins away. There are still numerous tasks you must do, things that no one else can. Unfortunately, we don't have much time left. The sands of the hourglass will begin to flow to the bottom soon, a countdown. As you have already experienced, there has been many countdowns in our world. Birth for both destruction and new beginnings, it seems I tend to smile more frequently during those moments. Oh yes, let's just say the smile is because I'm so happy to see you again. There are still things you haven't realized yet. Let me give you a little hint. For what reason did you go through all the trouble of making this monstrous and horrifying prison? In time, I hope you'll be able to find the answer to that on your own. I cannot help you with it, otherwise the place would lose its meaning as a prison. Soon you'll meet the Sephiroth of the lower layer, those who play a crucial role in the HQ of Lobotomy Corporation. I don't think you need any sort of explanation regarding them. However, let me make one thing clear. They truly have missed you while you were gone. The extraction department has way better research options for them. Okay, I have a serious skill issue. I need to get good. I keep on calling you A, but I think you and A might have become separate entities now. From the moment you began to have new memories, you both started to walk different paths. I must wonder how the memory separated you from A. Well, even if you two have differences, it is still important for you to witness this place through A's eyes. Why do we repeat this eternal cycle, enduring endless suffering? What's at the end of the line? What kind of world was it that he saw? The answer to these questions are what you must know. However, the choices you make are up to you, not him. As a consequence of those choices, you may lose it all, or you may gain everything. I'm not trying to control you, I just try to support you, and that is my role here. Plus, I've seen many other exes who made it this far and witnessed the innumerable amount of effort and failures they made. Now you are here, scrawling all over it and climbing up. Rambling, sorry. Of course I kept all their data in my head, but it is not my place to share it with you. A machine has its own work to do. That's what you, or A, once said to me. You've returned, so did you have fun with your little journey while I was locked up here? Don't worry, I'm not mad with you. Oh, sorrow, you see, finally I've come to respect you, for I know you will never depart. It's difficult to perceive the flow of time here, therefore this eternity has saved me. Have you seen the turbid streams of one enormous river that cross the whole city? If you arrive downstream after the raging rapids in a serpentine current, you will see a meadow that is enormously broad but also tranquil. That land is bathed in all kinds of mud, sand, trash, and the residentials that have come from the upstream. What isn't caught by the upstream or midstream finally ends up here, downstream. To bear all the residues that pile up, one would need a strong back that doesn't break easily. I have faced many wells here. I have to draw water every single day, but it seems the water level never lowers. Our labor is bringing up the water that is deep within the well to the outside. You never know what the bucket contains when it rises from the eternal darkness, but I always draw the water with a pulley, come what may. You must always stay cautious so that you don't fall into the well. Maybe it was an act of generosity towards those who are thirsty so they may save themselves. It was you who made the bucket, but you left the duty of drawing water with the bucket to another. Don't ask for my name. Vina isn't the name of a person, it's a sad name of the place where one finds many graves. I'm the one who draws the water. Why have you come here, and what do you wish for me to draw? Okay, 5 or more HEA is going to be a little hard. We're gonna have to kill some people here. Mountain of smiling bodies is really easy to suppress, but it's really annoying when it gets out. Because it gets out all the time, so... I wanted Alephs gear anyway, so might as well. Thankfully, you've been collecting energy ever since your first day here, never missing a single day. My role is to encourage you to collect the proper amount of energy each day, sometimes by nagging and sometimes by encouraging you with praise. It must have been hard to adapt to the corporation, but you tried your best to extract the energy, along with bearing the numerous sacrifices along the way. It was also my role to butter you up with plain words to help you avoid sinking into the pit of guilt. This part was particularly irritating because being your nanny wasn't in my programming, but we still were able to fulfill our roles anyhow. You might have noticed this earlier if you ever took a minute to look deeper into the company, but the pipelines used to transmit energy to the outside haven't worked for a long time. Right now they are very rusty. That means the energy collected from our branch is excluded from the total energy collected by Lobotomy Corporation. Isn't it fascinating? Don't be too upset. I'm not saying that all the energy you collected was for nothing. Well, now there is one more thing for you to find out. Where does all that energy go? Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It is only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written there. These are also coffins. They're death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I've been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who don't even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words is black as pitch and makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I'd feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me, Lady Bina? This employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting ego. During the extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world where they once belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager, the scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had to forget at all costs? From within the tombstones, inside them are those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams at the same time, we call them the well in the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with cogito. Now remember, afterwards what? What did you see? The man, he, that thing. Continue. That man, in the well. He passed out, poor thing. Do not worry for him. He wouldn't last a single day with a mind as feeble as his is now. It is much more favorable to sit still and simply watch the grains fall as the sandcastle crumbles, rather than try to reclaim the collapsing castle. I've seen what the poor sap saw hundreds, no thousands of times, maybe more. Do you ask why I can retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now? It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, this strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? If there is at least one thing that can be considered fortunate, it is that if I were ever to finally lose my sanity and ran amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if that day truly were to come, I would prefer that you terminated me with your own hands rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. Oh boy, that one's gonna be a little bit difficult to do. We still have a few minutes. I'm going to go over my employees and see if any actually fit that criteria. Oh hey, look at that. We already have one with 4 ego guests. That was extremely easy. We already had it. We can also do a core suppression, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'll probably do it next time. I probably will. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave it off for today's video. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more Lobotomy Corporation. Until then, bye!